What? Oh, I've grown a 6th toe on my right foot. I don't need it. But there it is. Sticking out like a tumor. Why did my foot do this? Earthians should be losing their toes, not gaining one. What have I done to deserve this? Where have I been? What was I doing? What? Oh. Oh. Now I remember.
My name is Jordan. I used to be an entrepreneur in the universe's oldest profession. I started out with a small pornographic microfilm trade, built it into a very prosperous industry. It featured full-length video massage hands. But then, on my selling visits to the other solar systems, I discovered the mysteries, the intricacies, the fascination of other-world women. I sold my interest in the microfilm trade and acquired a planetoid, a most curious and peculiar planetoid that appeared to have a mind of its own as it wandered the galaxy, using gravitational fields for propulsion, similar to what was once known as a pinball. On this planetoid, I established housekeeping with the multitude of women that had become part of my entourage.
I'm doing research for a socio-anthropological magazine tape on the rise of prostitution on the planet Mars. There happened to be a Martian woman living with Jordan. I could feel someone in the room. At first I was frightened. She took hold of my hands, led me to the bed. A silk-lined bed on flowing coils. The sense of the unknown, the unenvisioned excited me. It was unbelievable to be held, touched, embraced by an invisible woman. One of the invisible women of Mars, who now ply their trade in the universal art of lovemaking.
Is that alright?
I know it wasn't a good start. Terrible, in fact. All dreamt up. No foundation to it. I didn't know what it would be like. That's why I'd gotten in touch with Jordan. Not only to talk with him, this free man in space, universal harem, as the trade tapes put it, but also to visit with one of the women from the culture I was to study.
I knew right away that the woman was a sensitive. She was in a state of shock unknown to me. She quivered and spouted poetry.
You've got a space-age TV and a lump-a-dump. You'd better be back before you're born. You've got the latter-day GBs and a lump-a-dump. You'd better say that before you know it.
Only a struggle to stay afloat in the garbage-filled sea. I picked her up out of the warm waters where she had clung for hours to an old refrigeration door. In the distance, I could see the orange glow of the vacuum rays combing the beach, sucking up any survivors. She was the only one to escape. How she had managed to stay afloat, I'll never know. She had been the only bright color in the gray film of the sea. And as soon as I hoisted her out of the waters, the raiders turned on her and sucked her right out of the bay of my tiny ship. Then something happened. Time seemed suspended. And she dropped back into the sea. Released from the suction grip, I hurriedly fished her out of the water again. I finally got her inside, where she lay in a pool of slimy water on the cabin floor. Her hair stuck to the sides of her head like seaweed. She was feverish, burned from the sun. She gasped for air. I picked her up and she adhered to me like I was life's blood to her. As I soothed her eyes slowly came back from a blind, unblinking stare. She started sobbing. I knew right away she would be all right.
The subtleties in Jordan and helped him become aware of them. After all, I am a sensitive. That is my strength as well as my weakness. Together, Jordan and I are the soft, warm touch of sexual, spiritual playfulness.
Is that what happened?